everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the lead recruiter. Thank you so much for subscribing. For those who are watching my videos, those who are leaving likes and comments, thank you so much for doing that. When I started this channel 3 weeks ago, I didn't know that I would grow this much. I'm almost at 300 subscribers and growing. I didn't know I would reach this much subscriber within such a short period of time. I know that I was providing good information. At the beginning, I had a different plan for this channel. I started out providing information on two persons who want to go and work in the USA, who want to go on a work program from overseas and work in the USA. But I realized most of my audience wanted remote work. So as you see with most of the videos that I provided or uploaded, they are around remote jobs, working from home. I still will be providing work in the US and other foreign countries for those who are based overseas. So I will be providing a wide range of different videos and information. So I will continue to upload jobs. I will continue to upload work from home jobs as well as high paying jobs that doesn't require a lot of experience. And going forward next year, I will also be giving more information on finding work, recruiting, getting jobs that are not really advertised, finding jobs through referral and contacting companies directly instead of waiting on them to advertise their job. So today, this one is a bit different. This job that I'm going to take you through and the company, they are based in Canada and they recruit international workers and they will apply for your work permit. The name of this Canadian company is called LaHatch. LaHatch is an international non-profit organization and they work with people who are intellectually disabled, and they work with them so that they can live and work together. So they offer services to this client group, which includes medical and social services care. So people with disabilities and those who assist them live together in homes and apartments, sharing life with one another and building community as adults. So their goal is to help them to develop long-term and mutual interdependent relationships. They help them to maintain a stable life, within the home and within the community. They help with the training and ongoing formation of their disabilities and help with community assistance in and around the area. So they help with providing professional care providers to help them to live independently or living interdependently. So what type of person do they employ? They employ assistants, living assistants to work with these client group, and these assistants are placed in various communities throughout Canada, but most of the communities that they serve are within the rural area. So that's another thing to consider as well. If you're looking for the city type of placement, this is not really the job for you because most of the placements will be in rural Canada. Most of the assistants have university or some college education. Not all, because that's not a requirement, but preferably because in terms of the visa requirement, that might be one of the requirements. Typically, they do have a degree in teaching, social work, sociology, psychology, that sort of area, but it's not essential. Some assistants have previous full-time work experience in other areas, so caregivers and assistant nurses, LPN and other work experience would be valuable for this job as well. So the job is a live-in assistant. So you will be living in the home of these client groups and you will be supporting them and working with them through friendship and integrating them into the community to ensure that they live an independent life. So they welcome applications and workers from anywhere across the world. So it doesn't matter where you're located. As I said before, they will provide the work permit for you to come and work there, but you will be responsible for the cost of your own visa and your travel arrangement. So the general requirements for them are you must be able to speak either English or French. That is a must because both languages are spoken in various areas throughout Canada. So as I said before, that you do not necessarily need to have a degree, but it is more likely that you will receive a work permit when you go to the Canadian embassy. It will be more likely that you'll receive a visa based on the work permit if you do have education, a degree in the social field, such as psychology, sociology, or any other area. If not, having experience within the care field would be beneficial. So those are the basic requirements. So the job of the living assistant, I'm going to go over it again. The living assistant will typically live with 3 to 5 other people in a home. So it's a shared home and you'll be living with 5 to 7 other clients within that home. You'll be living and working there. So your responsibilities would be within the office hours and within the typical and outside the typical work hours. So it's more like a 24-hour per day living arrangement. So you'll be assisting the clients with personal care and support with daily activities. Take into consideration that the client group, they are not physically disabled, they're intellectually disabled. So you will have the flexibility to work with them to show them how to do personal and daily activities. So you'll be expected to do a share of the housework. So you'll be responsible for cooking, cleaning, laundry, and shopping. Because you'll be living in a shared home, the responsibilities will be shared as well. All right, so to be qualified for this, you need to have a valid passport because you're applying from overseas, so we'll need your passport to be valid for at least 1 year before application. As I said before, the normal time that you're given for this work permit is 2 years. After the 2 years, then you'll be eligible to apply for your PR, permanent residency. However, based on what other persons that I know personally that have been on the program, what they say they get per month is approximately $2,500 per month, and that's Canadian dollars. It might not seem like a lot, but take into consideration that your accommodation will be provided for, your food will be provided for, and other living accommodation. So I think this might be a good one for someone who is looking to migrate to Canada and are looking at various steps and different ways to reach into Canada. I think it's also good for someone who have done their degree, completed their degree in psychology, sociology, social work, that sort of care area, and would like to move to Canada and to look at their next step within that career field. The application process is very basic. You will put in your contact information, motivation, experience, and you attach your resume and submit for a Skype interview. The first stage would be a Skype interview for the recruiting assistant to evaluate whether or not you might be the right fit and to tell you more about the job. So comment below and tell me if this job was helpful for those who are looking to move out of your country and look at Canada as a possible location. And so comment below and tell me whether or not this was a good one. Also, if you need assistance with completing your application, if you need more information on how to reach out to the recruiter directly, please join my Patreon for more in-depth information and assistance with your application.